Hi guys! Today, if my cat will allow me, we're going to unbox together the Modern Witch Tarot deck by Lisa Sturl. As this image is very reminiscent of the Magician in the classical Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck, I pulled out this edition that I have and I sorted out just the majors so I can quickly compare them to see if they are how much they're alike. And also I will do there will be part of the video in which I will flip through the cards one by one of this one, but I think I will speed that part up so like that you will have the choice of whether you want to slow down the video and watch them real time, or you just want to speed through them. So see you in a second. So we're obviously at the part when I'm going to compare the major arcana from the two decks. One thing that jumps straight out at me is the difference in the height, if you can see, of these two sets of major arcana cards. This one is obviously much thicker cardstock. It's also a shiny one and the cards are very slippery. This will get better as I manipulate them a lot, because with the oils from the hands, they kind of stick a little bit better. So in case if you're like me and you panic when you have a deck that like goes all over the place, this one is not too bad though, but just know that as you manipulate them, it gets better. So let's start comparing. I'm not gonna comment too much, but here what jumps out is the skyline. Here he's the fool is in the nature. Those are mountain peaks, I suppose. Here we have a skyline, and she has a backpack and an iPod or something. I do like the modern take, because as much as Rider-Waite-Smith is a reference and used in most tarot books and everything, and I do kind of always try to remember the image of the Rider-Waite-Smith if I'm stuck with another deck, just to remind myself of some basic meanings. This deck absolutely does not speak to me at all. I find it cold. I have developed a certain fondness for the images, but still doesn't work for me as a reading deck at all. This one has a lot of diversity in body shapes and also skin tones, and also the environment is much more relatable. I like that they're quite similar, but this is just reinterpreted in a more relatable way. But this is cool. The Emperor, and this one is an androgynous lady. That's awesome. And she's less off-putting than this figure, to me. Oh, I like the hair color. So cool. Oh, it's cute. Also, one thing that I've noticed, especially in Minor Arcana, or the Death card that I will show you later, it's much easier to tell what's going on in the image. Here you have a lot of lines that kind of get mixed up together. Like this coloring is good, but in the original version of the Rider-Waite-Smith, you can't really tell where her reed stops and the line's main starts, or things like that. So this is good. I like the fishnet stocking. So here, perfect example of what I was just telling you. Here's very difficult to tell what's going on, at least for me, with my eyes. And here it's really obvious. So that's a plus, definitely. These two are very much alike. Oh boy. But that's tough. But I like it. Yes to the bush. Oh, look at this. Some scary thing lurking from the water. And these are actually young women, probably. I was gonna say kids, but they have titties, so no. And they have masks instead of it being actual coyotes or dogs or whatever. She's wearing a dress. For all the people who hate naked babies, you'll be happy. Oops, can't pick this up. It's nice body diversity. And the World card. What I'm going to do next is pull a few cards, maybe possibly 3 out of this deck. Then I'm going to pause and just give me a time to reflect and see if there's something that I've got to say about them in a way of commentary. See you in a sec. As you can see, if I want to riffle shuffle this, I'm obliged to separate the deck in half and just tackle quarters of a pile, because this is not, I don't know, it's not, it is kind of bendy, but cards are thick. Kind of hurts my hands. I don't have enough strength in my hands to oh, maybe I should leave this one up. Look at me struggle. Okay. This one wants to come out. Oops, this one wants to come out. Let me pick one up. Okay, let's see what we've got. The Empress, the Ace of Wands, and the Five of Swords. Alright, I'm back with a few first impressions, sort of. I have noticed, for example, on this Empress card here that comparing to a traditional Rider-Waite-Smith Empress, this girl is a little bit less passive. I think she has some sort of more dynamic attitude. She's more about, a bit more about seduction than just about being nurturing. She's a little bit more empowered, I'd say. That's good. There's a tiny little flow here on the card. Oops, crystal goes down. I don't know if you can tell, but this corner is kind of badly rounded, but it's really minute, so I don't mind too much. Then in the Ace of Wands, what I notice is the long, sharp nails, which kind of oops, where's the frame? Which kind of makes me think that this card as well is about somebody a little bit more empowered. It's about the go-getter attitude, about being a little bit more fierce, prepared to fight for your projects, your passions, your points of view, your endeavors. So that's good too. But so far the atmosphere is about being more in charge. It's a little bit less neutral, I would say. And I'm curious to see in an actual reading whether that would be a good or a bad thing. And here, please notice this smirk. This is just the perfect kind of attitude to make you understand the sense of Five of Swords. So far what I can say is that I absolutely adore the artwork I really like the modern twist. I'm really hoping that this will enable me to actually use a Rider-Waite-Smith clone, which is kind of very close to the original. And I hope it's going to speak to me a little bit more. I'm not quite sure though, because for example here, I don't know if it's because I'm extremely tired, but I wasn't able to just easily form a narrative as I was with the Playful Heart Tarot, for example. So yeah, the future will tell whether it's a good reading deck for me or not. I'm sure that it will be for a whole lot of people. As I said, the artwork is absolutely amazing, and I hope that if you have it, that you're thoroughly enjoying it, and I hope that I will be there one day too. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon. Bye. Hi guys. No. Il y a des coups de pied aux fesses qui se perdent.
Oh putain, qu'est-ce qu'il nous fait là?
C'est bon, il est parti. Ah.